Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to game number 2 of the best of 3 of Roshambo versus cwlely. Of course, joined with the laughing.
Hey, Cyberman, yeah.
Alright, there we
We'll
go.
go with that. I don't know, that was a bit off, I think.
Alright, so Lully is scouting all the way, all the way to the west, finding a good scientific spot right there. He's gonna go for 1 aluminum and 2 steel mills. Rochambeau, not really finding anything really to found. I mean, he has some carbon. Ooh, that's a good scavenger spot right there.
Yeah, he's gonna have to make do, isn't he? It's the only other spot on the map.
Well,
Yeah.
there's an iron triangle. He could make something happen there.
Yeah, with the carbon triangle, but then you're investing the 3 claims. It's like, I mean, you can still get away with it, it's just it's not... The map's definitely better for Sally here. I mean, when you look at the water as well, there isn't actually a high water tile yet. There is no high water tile. This map is perfect for the scientific guy. It's going to be really difficult for Rochambeau to make water. Like,
Yeah.
and there's loads of little triangles and stuff everywhere as well, so the scientific player's definitely got a bit of an advantage. He doesn't have too much of an advantage in the silicone department, but there's not like any mediums or highs either, so it kind of screws both players, so that kind of balances out, but for the most part, he's just gonna...
There's not much silicon at all.
It's gonna be really hard for Rochambeau to make early money as well, because most likely the scientific player will beat him into the life support market, and we already see fuel reactors coming out now. And you generally never get that on Scav to your level 3, so what he has to do is probably either go straight into farms after his water and stuff like that, like he's gonna need to do farms, or he could maybe make a kind of power play happen is his only real kind of options.
Mm.
Glass is not a huge viability, but you can do it as long as you don't sell any. And he maybe just races for level 5. But he doesn't have much else he can do. Oh hey, he got virtual reality for 1k.
Oh wow, yeah. So that's if the power price keeps down, that I think that would be viable now, just because he got VR from 1,000. But yeah, like there are only 3 2 tile ejected silicon tiles. One to the left, one to the right, and one to the bottom. That's about it. So, if Lely could get slant drilling, I think he would be okay. Or maybe he only wants to build 2 glass furnaces. But like for now, as you said, he has his reactors up already this early in the game. Usually, scientific, I'd say around day 2, somewhere midday, day 2, they would actually get the reactors up, just
Yeah,
because of how much steel they need to even get this.
well, it's not so much the steel, it's more like the claims, because normally when you're at level 2, you throw it in other stuff, like securing some silicone tiles, or generally you're trying to secure like 1 high water and 1 high silicone, because you're trying to like make sure you can still make triangles later on, while everyone else tries to just take all the larger deep deposits. Then by level 3, you kind of just make loads of fuel, and then after that you can make loads of this, and then you make loads of that, and then you're just going to do the scientific thing. But
Yep.
having 2 of these is pretty nice. Like if he buys the claim now, he could just build the 3rd one right now, and then he can upgrade and you can use those 3 claims elsewhere, which would be pretty nice for him. Like another triangle of food maybe, or something along those lines, or claim some geotherms.
Yeah, so right now, actually, Rochambeau, actually, like, this is really early, but he's already getting 2, yes, 2 glass furnaces. So I think, he's thinking about, just rushing to level 5 at this point. Because, like, that's kind of a commitment to make, because he's not getting any oxygen at all.
I'd like to just see him buy it instead. It's still really cheap. The conversion's not great.
No.
Mm. I don't like making glass when silicon's 20, oxygen's 50, and glass is only 75. You're only making 2 as well, so you're not even getting value for what you're putting in.
Yeah.
Barely, but...
So Lely right now actually claiming geothermal. He's going to go ahead and get his first class furnace. There are only 3 geothermals on the map. Lely got 1 of them, so that's also something to look out at. And both players now on level 3. Rochambeau just upgraded to level 3. He's also going to get 1 geothermal. Do you think he should get another water sooner or later? I'm going to life support.
Yeah, he's gonna need it. I'd like to see him do farms ahead of the scientific player, so he can make money on that before Sell his chance to rotate fuel into farms once he breaks it. I'd like to see farms. Problem is the water and does he even have the claims? He does have the claims. He could turn his two glass furnaces and just put another farm there and build another water pump, and he could support it, and that would be pretty good.
So
Slant
actually, slant
drilling
drilling
again,
this early in the game too.
and it goes to Rochambeau. So we'll see how this goes for him.
What do you think he's gonna do with this?
Absolutely nothing. I think he was just denying it to the scientific player, which is a good idea.
I mean, the
Um,
thing is, like, I don't know, Lely has his water spots, right? Like, he has two water spots that he can use, so it's like,
yeah,
don't
I
know.
mean, and it's kind of wasted on his silicone as well, actually, because he's built his glass furnaces in an area where he couldn't even expand it out anyway, because it's completely encased by hills. So it
Yeah.
wouldn't have mattered there. It wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, it's kind of bad. I would have just let him have it. I mean, it kind of sucks for late game if it ever gets to that stage for like electronics factories. Like he's got like the little dots of carbon that are in the north part of the map. On the ice, you could just build loads of electronic factories or something around it and cheese it that way. But I don't know. That was actually maybe went a bit high for that.
Yeah. All
He's
right.
going into fuel, which is a huge mistake because
I mean,
Selly's already been in
Lely,
there and
yeah,
ruined it. Yeah, Lily,
he's already
sorry.
going out of it. He's
Yep,
gonna get
and
some
into the
farms up.
farms that I talked about. So it would have been nice to see Rochambeau already be in a position to be exploiting this before the scientific guy beats him to the cake here.
Black market is
But he seems
online.
to just be on a little bit of the back foot now, and his glass isn't going to be making any money. His fuel isn't making any money, and he's burning money very quickly as well, burning like 120 plus every second, while Lily's making a lot more.
Yeah. So yeah, his glass furnaces and his reactors are just not doing anything right now. Like the amount
The black
of
market is online.
water he's wasting right now is over 9,000. Like it's just over 41 negative right now. I mean, no, well, he shut off his glass furnaces. That's something, right?
Yeah, but they're not. You can buy the glass in
Ooh.
for cheaper. What I would do now, get rid of the glass, turn them into farms, get rid of your fuel. I really would have liked to see like a triangle of farms or a diamond of farms, so you had four farms, so you could maybe be out producing the scientific guy before he makes all the money there. And then what he does is he spam
Scientific
sells the
colony
silicon back
expanded.
down, so he can make money there. He can make a bit of money in the carbon, a bit of money in the alu, and he can go and make these farms, supply them with enough water, and do his thing.
Oh wow. So a lot of
Dust
things going
storms
on.
are nice.
Sorry.
Yeah, the dust storm's kind of nice for him. That'll slow
Yeah.
at least
So a
production.
lot of things actually going on right now. There was a solar flare, but each player, didn't really have a solar panel up. Then a dust storm happened, and in the meanwhile, Lely actually mutinied the geothermal of Rochambeau, and Rochambeau just mutinied it back. So that's definitely something right there. Like mutinying stuff back in 1 versus 1 is very very expensive. And also, and the auction claim going for 18,000.
Yeah, that's kind of nice. Um, this sounds insane, but I think he should turn his glass into like wind power maybe, and turn his reactors into farms.
Yeah,
Maybe try and do something, because he's still burning money in the fuel. Like he's turned his glass off, but
just
his
sitting there and
his,
doing nothing.
his fuel is now costing him like 110 while it's on, and he's investing so much into these wind turbines, but the problem is he's buying all these options, so he'll never actually make any physical money with it.
Yeah,
He's just paying off that giant number, which is his debt right now, which is very reflected in his share price. I'd
yeah.
actually like to
When
see
the dust
Lily
storm
buy
is
one.
over, this is just gonna drop off hard.
Yeah. I'd like to see him buy one. Buy one right now and just sit on it. It'll probably freak him out as well. And
Ooh,
then when he pays off a ton of his debt, you can sell it for more income later. So it's like investing in a shortage, or you just keep it there because you got a cheap stock.
yeah.
It also works.
So right now, I don't know. Lely is kinda, he's up there. Like he has 4 farms up. I mean, that's making him a lot of money. Like the outer farms already at
Black market is
130.
online.
Center farms making him 160. So that's quite a bit of money. And other than that, actually, water getting super expensive.
Yeah, it's climbing. He's finally turned his reactors off, though. They are off now. We're so happy to see them away. I'm not sure about power surging the carbon. Don't know what's going on there, but I'd like to see him just get level 5
Oh wow.
and start crushing him. Because I mean, he's
Compare.
already got that water in that's by the colony as well, so he's selling water. Maybe he upgrades, gets another geotherm, and then just keeps the claims for like late game options, perhaps, or goes into chem labs. Chem labs would be awesome if he finds an area with carbon.
Yeah. Well, two things right now. Going for Roshambo is the power shortage. What is not going so well is actually that Rochambeau is almost bought out. Like
He's,
one more stock, and
he's
and
dead.
Rochambeau is actually bought out. Wow.
Yeah.
Another very very quick game. Like can Rochambeau even come up with the money to buy his
No, he
last
can't.
stock?
Nope. It's way beyond his reach. He went backwards for so long that game with the glass and the fuel. Like he was going backwards rather than forwards.
Yep.
He went the other direction, and Lely just kind of ran ahead of him.
Wow.
Black market is
So
online.
yeah, that's pretty much game over once enough food and water arrives in Lely's base. Yeah, he should have it now. There we go.
Wow. GG Lely. Two very very quick games in this best of three. As I said in game one. Like we were talking a little bit, and he's like, "I don't think I'm gonna win this," because he saw Rochambeau play. They sometimes always play together in a free for all, and he just said like, I'm not gonna win because he's a better player than me." So right now, cwlely going into round three, into the semifinals, as the first one in the under bracket, and damn.
That was a good game. He
That
just
was a
played it
very
really
good
well.
game. So CW Lely right now. He purchased about 14,000 in power. He might have a slight deficit right there, and then sold 71,000 in food. That food actually that really got him the game right there.
Yeah, big numbers. On his side, we see big numbers and just big numbers. I mean everything.
Yeah, that's definitely something. So Rochambeau, right? He purchased 25,000. Oh, sorry, 26,000 in out of purchase energy power, and
Do you
then
know
actually
what's
sold 60,000. That's actually still quite a bit.
Do you know what's hilarious?
What?
His auto purchased is slightly higher than his auto sold. He basically broke even on his debt, not counting auctions, of course.
Yeah,
So he broke even with power, but then he only really made like less 10k, something like 10k to throw around with
yeah, that is
other
true.
resource tabs. So like
Oh yeah,
he just didn't. I can't believe how close those numbers are as well. It's like a difference of less than $100. That's insane to see the numbers so close for that. But he just didn't make any money.
well, okay, wait. Let's actually check the black market. So Rochambeau, right? One claim, one mutiny for 12,000. So that is where that last 10,000 is. Got
Yeah,
spent pretty
that's
much.
where it goes into this player. The new claim was alright. Mutiny was okay as well, I guess. But I mean, you're mutinying a scientific. The dynamite might have been okay, but his geos were really close. So deciding what to do in that scenario is kind of hard. Maybe just a defensive goon squad or another game for another claim, or just hold the money for something else, like an upgrade, buying parts in. And we see Lely just kind of a very mixed match of the black market. You know, one mutiny, one power surge, one EMP, one claim. It's just kind of broad and generalized. The mutiny was really good. The claim is obviously just a no-brainer, and the EMP and power surge were questionable.
Yeah,
And sorry, the EMP wasn't. The EMP was really good because he EMP'd the wind turbines at the
yeah,
time of the dust storm, but the power surge was questionable on the carbon. That didn't make any sense to me.
yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much summed up. Game number two. Really, congratulations to Lely. Like he's on to the semifinals. As the only person right now in the actually like the second bracket. So any really last words?
Short games, very quick and short games.
Yeah, definitely. Like as you can actually see, uh, I don't know. Roshambo was saying he just got outclassed, but like no, Roshambo is actually still he's a good player, right? Like
Yeah.
it was just really well played by both players.
Yep.
All right, guys. So that was game number 2 of the best of 3. cwlely going on to the semifinals. Of course, always with the wonderful, wonderful Saberman. As I said, thank you for being here. Thank you for doing this with me.
Always, man. It's always fun.
Yeah, and that's about half of round 2 of the SMG Invitationals. Hope to see you guys in the other series. Peace out.
Cheerio.